The great Russian writer Tolstoy says, "What is truly frightening is that we are like children. We take the clock apart, break it into pieces, and then we are surprised that it no longer works." Here he means that the clock is your life.
We really are like little children, fooling around and playing with our lives. From damaging our physical health to turning our lives into games by adopting false ideas, miserable values, and goals far beneath our dignity and humanity. We imprison our energy in illusions.
Each of us seals their life behind a certain illusion. Some imprison themselves in regret, spending their lives convincing themselves that the chance is gone and that hope no longer exists. Others imprison themselves in pessimism, believing the world is treacherous, that people are beasts, that the clever have divided the world among themselves and left no place for the good-hearted. Some confine their lives within fear, afraid to move, to try, to fail, or even to take responsibility, and others remain trapped in pride, in despair, or in a long stillness called hopelessness. Our lives and our days, the raw material God has given us to create a positive, meaningful human impact. We keep destroying them with our own hands. Then later we cry and ask, "Why is my life so ruined like this? Why doesn't the clock work?"
From my experience, life begins to fall apart the moment the compass inside our minds breaks, the moment our understanding of life itself becomes distorted. I find people divided between two extremes. One person believes that truth, justice, goodness, and loyalty must prevail simply because they are right, and when they see the opposite happen, they collapse. And another believes that the age of knights is over, that nobility is a myth, that the world is a jungle, and that survival is all that matters.
One day, I read a piece of wisdom that I have never forgotten. Life deals each of us a hand of cards, like a card game. The winner is not the one who gets the best hand, but the one who knows how to play with what they have, whether it is good, bad, or average. Of course, life moves by God's will and wisdom, not by chaos, but the depth of this metaphor is that it places responsibility directly on you, rejecting the idea of obsessing over the fact that someone else was dealt better cards. The philosophy of the game is simple. Show us your skill with your own hand. But listen, let me make something very clear. You are responsible for your life, but that does not mean you are guilty for everything that has happened to you. The difference between responsibility and guilt is huge. Responsibility means you have the power to change from now on. Guilt paralyzes you in the past, making you blame yourself for things you had no control over. I know that some of you are in truly harsh circumstances. Chronic illness, extreme poverty, societal injustice, deep psychological trauma, heavy family responsibilities. This text is not here to blame you or to ignore your suffering. It is here to tell you, even in the hardest circumstances, there is always a small space for choice. It may be very narrow, but it exists. Look for it. You may not be able to change everything, but you can change something. And that small something might be the beginning of everything. Beautiful, inspiring words, but where do I start? Here's the answer. Start with one question every morning. What is the one thing I can do today that will make me respect myself more when I go to bed? It could be a call you've been putting off for months, an hour of exercise, reading 20 pages of a book, apologizing to someone, starting a project you've delayed for years. Then do it. One day at a time. Don't try to fix your whole life at once. That's where everyone fails. A broken clock isn't fixed with a single strike. It's repaired piece by piece, gear by gear, with patience and wisdom. Once, a young man walked past an old man and heard him say, "I wish I had someone to advise me, someone to tell me, protect your life before it's lost." The young man replied, "If you wanted the truth, you should have said, I wish I had acted on what I already had." This is the point. Each of us has guidance. Each of us has an opportunity. Each of us holds a card in this game of life. The skilled doctor, the one you travel to and book months in advance, is not remarkable because they write the right prescription. Any general doctor or pharmacist could write the same medicine if they knew the real problem. The true expert is the one who puts their finger exactly on the disease and says, "Here, take the scalpel and cut here." And you? Your real problem is not that you can't find a solution. No, your real problem is that you don't know exactly what your problem is. Which prison are you in? Fear, regret, pessimism, lazy disguised as wisdom? Name it, face it, then break the lock. Listen, I'm not saying this to hurt you. I'm saying it because I've seen many people, perhaps in circumstances far worse than yours, wake up one day and decide to play their losing hand wisely, and they won. I myself wasted years of my life in illusions, and I am still correcting, and I am still learning. We are all in this together. But the difference between those who wake up and those who remain asleep is this: one decision, then one action, then one day. I don't want you 10 years from now to be that old man who says, "I wish someone had advised me." I am advising you now. Your broken clock can be repaired, but no one will come to fix it for you. The decision is yours. And time, there is still time.